A beautiful deadlift. We're going to start it all off with, in fact, our big powerlifting movements, our Olympic style movements, our deadlifts, our cleans, and our snatches. You really want to make sure the weights, if it's sandbag, if it's kettlebell, if it's dumbbell, what have you, you want to make sure that weight is as much underneath the center of gravity as possible, underneath that core as possible. Of course, you've got the legs underneath the core here. So the best case scenario is to get it right against those shins in any case. Now, if you're using a bar in one of our semi-privates or what have you, the goal is to cover the shoelaces. All right? Sitting it down so low that we're covering up the shoelaces with the bar. All right? If you got dumbbells, the goal is to be in that point where you're pushing those hips back. The dumbbells are actually kind of keeping you upright. You want to keep a good flat back, sitting those hips down. And with the clean, you're going to be so super low. You're actually going to combine a small squatting movement in with it, or a small, or even with the snatching. The snatch, you're going to have a small squat with it as well, which just means you push it back, set it up in the deadlift, and then lower your hips down towards the bar. The difference being the shins. Right? A deadlift, we want to keep those shins vertical at all times, really emphasizing posterior chain. We also want to keep the back flat. Right? With a clean, you're going to be starting out even lower, or not even lower, but you're going to sink it down against the bar, and those shins are going to come vertically forward just a little bit. Right? So a deadlift, that's why I like to kind of keep it right about here. Take those heels in the ground and stand arm up. So you want to go good and heavy with all of those Olympic style movements. Push those hips back. Here you can see the hands are actually right next to the shin. You want to drag the bar, the dumbbell, the kettlebells, the sandbags right across those shins as close as possible. In fact, the deadlifts are really good in this instance because you can actually take the handle of the dumbbell and just kind of center that so it travels right along the leg. So it's actually the handle of the dumbbell that's right there, and that's going to be a good deadlift. Now, your standard deviations with your deadlift, rounding the back, we're working on some beautiful scapular stabilizers. There in the back, we're working on a whole lot. In fact, Google a power lifter or Olympic style lifter that's deadlifting. You see all of the back spiraling. Right? So we're working lots of stabilizers in the back. That's why we use this one so frequently. But at the same time, it's really easy to screw it up. It's a very complicated movement. And a very advanced movement as well. It's one that I'd love to introduce. It's one of the first ones that most people should be learning about. But keep the shin vertical, keep the weight on those heels, push those hips back towards the wall. In fact, a beautiful technique for beginners. If they're just not getting it, I would position them about 2 feet away from the wall, and all I want them to do, with or without weight, in fact, I would load them up with a little bit of weight, but not much. They should definitely be able to handle a whole lot more. But I just want them to touch the butt to the wall. And by striving to do so, they're going to pull all that weight on those heels. Right? If you're uncomfortable with this, you're more than welcome to not do it. What I'll actually do is grab the two sides of their hips. If they need to pull it back just a little bit, I'll just pull them back a little bit. I'll help stabilize them and I'm not going to let them fall. But if they're right here, I'm going to pull those hips back even more. So I really see the weight on those heels. You'll see it lighten up in the toes. Even if the toes don't leave the ground, you'll see it shift more onto those heels, more onto those hips. And that's exactly what we're looking for with your deadlifts. All right, so keep an eye out on those heels, keep an eye out on where those hips are, keep an eye out where the knees are in relation to the ankles, and keep an eye out where the earlobes, shoulders, and hips are in straight line. All right, if we're seeing any kind of dipping, of course, we got to activate those stabilizers and stick the chest out like we're at the club.